subjective elevation. Who decides the elevation? The subjective elevation of physical objects in this world. Elevation is a really important question when trying to encapsulate an art moment. Maybe elevation is irrelevant. I think elevation is irrelevant to creation. If elevation is actually subjective, or if there's a mandatory evaluation of elevation. And elevation, to me, is irrelevant to making. The right mind would elevate a moment in time. Something more important than something inside of your fridge. Who has the power to elevate a moment or an object? We need to reevaluate what we're elevating. I think it should surpass the subjective. It's to be a feeling of importance which isn't correctly justified. I think that the only answer to elevation is to reestablish a charge. Why something is charged and how much it's charged. And if there's a charge in any moment, in any object, in any space, then it can be considered elevated. I think that elevation should be subjective. It should. But the subjective should go out the door once you enter into the world of other subjectiveness. And this piece right here is about elevation and connectiveness and vibrational forces. There's a capsulation right here of energy because of the hand that was present when formulating the thought. I guess what I'm getting at is elevation even relevant? Does something need to be elevated by someone in order to get some kind of feedback? There's a lot of misuse of the elevation. And this subjective elevational awareness is something that needs to be considered. The subjective elevation of so many things should be dissolved as well. There should be a dissolution to encapsulate the elevation and throw it away. An elevational thought social ladder, so the everyday person can have that elevation and that charged space within their life, and I think that would change the world. Artists have a gift to change the world through the subjective elevation that is happening. It's only the beginning, because every single person has the ability to subjectively elevate something. And I think that everyone needs to start realizing that they have the potential to charge a space and charge a moment and charge an object. Elevation is makes me hurt. The idea of elevation makes me really disappointed. So this elevation and the charging needs to dissolve its status. It needs to get rid of its ego.